Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe. Imagine being so incredibly handsome that the moment you step outside, a crowd of girls gathers around you, completely unable to handle your beauty. That's exactly how our story begins, with Amon's family, a family known for generations as some of the most beautiful people ever. Their looks made them extremely popular, and they even turned their beauty into a way of earning money. The eldest son was like a social media star, with millions of followers drawn to his charming face. On top of that, he would even help other boys get into relationships with girls. Their father, Parker, had also been exceptionally handsome in his youth. He had dated over 1,200 girls and was known for breaking hearts constantly until he finally met his wife. She was also very beautiful, though she had a slightly strong, almost masculine personality. However, the youngest son, Killen, was the most handsome of them all. While the entire family took pride in their beauty, Killen wished for a normal life. He often thought that if he were a little less attractive, he wouldn't have to deal with crowds of girls chasing him every time he stepped outside. Girls would go completely crazy just by catching a glimpse of his face. Some would even get nosebleeds, while others would pull their hair and act wildly. Because of this, Killen had never even managed to have a proper conversation with any girl. He rarely left the house and had been studying from home all his life. The only companion he had was his pet fish, and he would spend his time talking to it while playing games alone. His behavior started worrying his family. They tried encouraging him by showing pictures of beautiful girls and pushing him to go out and meet people, but Killen insisted that he wanted someone who wouldn't care about his looks. He wanted to be loved for his heart, not his appearance. When none of their ideas worked, his family came up with a new plan. They decided to pretend to be poor so they could force Killen to go to school. One night, when Killen got up to drink water, he overheard his parents discussing how they would now only eat eggs for breakfast to save money for his education. Hearing this made him feel guilty, and the next morning, he decided to finally go to school. The entire family was overjoyed, but then Killen added that he would only attend a boys' school. Although this disappointed them a little, they still agreed, thinking at least he would step outside the house. On his first day, his father dropped him off on a bike. However, even after getting off, Killen kept his helmet on. He had decided to wear it the entire day so no one would notice his looks, but it backfired. Instead, the helmet made him stand out even more, and all the students started staring at him. Among them was a boy named City and his group, who began to trouble him. When the teacher entered the classroom, she asked Killen to remove his helmet. Even though he didn't want to, he had no choice but to take it off, and the moment everyone saw his face, chaos broke out. The teacher was so overwhelmed that she fainted and had to be taken straight to the hospital, as if she couldn't even breathe after seeing him. Shocked and scared, Killen immediately ran toward home. But on the way, a group of troublesome boys stopped him. They dragged him into a storeroom and started acting like superheroes, introducing themselves dramatically. These three had been in the same school for the past 3 years, and their main goal was to attend a party with the most beautiful girl in school, Amanda. Since Amanda only paid attention to handsome boys, they decided to use Killen as their messenger. They even threatened a kind and innocent boy named Kiwoo and forced him to join their group. Later, Killen went to the principal to complain about these bullies, but the principal himself seemed fed up with his own son. Instead of helping, he jokingly asked Killen to help his son impress a girl so he would leave the school soon. Despite everything, Killen felt a bit happy after finding a good friend like Kiwoo. The next morning, both of them went to BBM school. As soon as the girls saw Killen wearing a helmet, they started shouting and mocking him, demanding that the helmet boy be thrown out. But the moment he removed his helmet, the entire school was thrown into chaos. Within hours, the news spread so widely that it even appeared on TV. Girls were going crazy because of Killen, while others were behaving wildly. Even Amanda, the most beautiful girl in school, saw him on the news and instantly fell for him. She decided that she would make Killen hers no matter what. As the news spread everywhere, thousands of girls gathered outside Killen's house. His family took advantage of the situation and started selling entry tickets to make money. When Killen secretly saw all this, he realized that his own family had been using him all along. When they called him and asked him to come back home, he clearly refused. Seeing the terrible condition of his pet fish, caused by the chaos of so many girls around, broke his heart even more. Now, he was hiding from the crowds, wandering from place to place, even ending up on top of a building to escape them. Suddenly, a girl approached him from behind and casually asked if he was planning to jump. Killen was shocked because she was the first girl who didn't faint after seeing him. For the first time, his heart started beating faster, and he couldn't even say a word. Without saying anything else, the girl quietly left. A while later, Killen went to Kiwoo's house to spend the night. Kiwoo and his grandmother took great care of him. While in his room, Killen noticed some rare collectible cards and felt excited, as he also loved collecting such cards. The next day, Both of them went to a girls' school to find that mysterious rooftop girl. There, they met Amanda and delivered a letter from City. Amanda pretended not to be affected by Killen's looks, but the moment he left, even she couldn't control herself and ended up with a nosebleed. Soon after, Killen spotted the rooftop girl again on the stairs, but this time, she was surrounded by. Because of the crowd of girls surrounding her, Killen couldn't talk to the rooftop girl. Over the next few days, he spent more time with Kiwoo, and their friendship grew much stronger. One day, Kiwoo took Killen to watch a football match, where he usually went to see a girl he really liked. After the match, Killen suddenly spotted the same rooftop girl again and couldn't take his eyes off her. Kiwoo then introduced them and revealed that her name was Leia. That's when Killen realized that Kiwoo also liked her. Kiwoo and Leia were already good friends, and seeing them together made Killen feel jealous. That night, he couldn't even sleep properly, as he was confused about what he should do. Eventually, he remembered that his older brother was something like a love guru, so he decided to ask him for help. The next morning, his brother was surprised to see Killen come to him for advice, as he had always wanted to help him talk to girls. By now, Killen had also forgiven his family, realizing that if he hadn't stepped out, he would have never met Leia. The two brothers went out to shop, where his brother guided him on how to impress a girl. Killen followed his advice, but soon realized that he didn't actually know Leia that well, certainly not as well as Kiwoo did. Still, he refused to give up. One day, Amanda came to the boys' school and invited Killen to her birthday party, even giving him her phone and asking him to call her later. That evening, Killen, Kiwoo, and Leia went out together. During that time, Killen began to notice that Leia might also have feelings for Kiwoo. Watching them together made him feel even more jealous. Later, when Kiwoo left, Killen directly asked Leia if she liked him. At first, she denied it, but when Killen lied and said that Kiwoo was in love with Amanda, her expression suddenly changed, revealing the truth. After returning home, Killen called Amanda and asked for her help, and since she was already obsessed with him, she agreed to do anything. The next day, at Amanda's birthday party, both Killen and Kiwoo arrived. Unexpectedly, Amanda ignored Killen and started focusing on Kiwoo instead. She pulled him aside, and at that very moment, Leia also arrived at the party. She saw Amanda kissing Kiwoo, and her heart broke instantly. Unable to handle it, she ran away. Killen followed her and finally confessed his feelings, but Leia replied that she only saw him as a friend. In the end, Killen lost both. He betrayed his only friend and still didn't get the girl. It couldn't get worse than that. Meanwhile, City and his gang also saw Kiwoo and Amanda kissing. Furious, they brutally beat Kiwoo. Killen stood at a distance and watched everything happen, but he didn't have the courage to step in and save his friend. Later, he brought the injured Kiwoo home. Seeing his friend in pain, Killen realized that he had made a huge mistake. Filled with guilt, he finally confessed everything to Kiwoo. Hearing this betrayal, Kiwoo was completely shocked after hearing everything. He said that if he had known Killen also had feelings for Leia, he would have stepped aside himself. But after being betrayed, he clearly said that he could no longer stay friends with Killen and told him to go back to his home. After a full month, Killen returned home, but he didn't talk to anyone and went straight to his room. He kept thinking that it was all his fault. Killen missed his friend very much. One day, his mother gave him back his pet fish, which was perfectly safe. Listening to her, Killen finally realized how much people around him truly cared for him. Determined to fix his mistake, Killen decided he would win his friend back no matter what. The next morning, he went to Leia and told her the entire truth. After that, he approached Kiwoo and tried to apologize. At first, Kiwoo acted distant and difficult, but during their conversation, Killen managed to get him to admit how much he truly loved Leia. Later, it was revealed that Leia had been listening to everything on the phone, and finally, all the misunderstandings between them were cleared. Soon after, everyone attended a dance party. Kiwoo went with Leia as his partner, while Killen was paired with Amanda. In the end, Killen and Amanda were crowned the king and queen of the dance. While the crowd of girls was once again going crazy seeing him on stage, Killen suddenly heard a girl's voice saying that he wasn't even that good-looking. The moment he heard that, his heart started racing, and he began searching for that mysterious girl in the crowd. So, if you suddenly became unbelievably handsome for just one day, what would you do? Let me know in the comments.